Hey, good morning, good afternoon to half of you. Welcome back to English. Today, boys and girls, is Friday, September 11th, a very important anniversary date in our nation's history. I'm sure Mrs. Ladero in social studies and throughout your social media and from adults you have in your life today may take the time to talk to you about the importance of September 11th. We should be remembering our NYPD and our New York firefighters and any emergency responders every day of the year, but specifically on September 11th. And I won't steal Mrs. Ladero's thunder. I'm sure she will talk about the events of 9/11 and why we pause on this day each and every year to take time to remember the day and honor the day. And I'll let Mrs. Ladero explain the rest. Okay. My question to you, if you were in my classroom right now, is: are you understanding everything? This is kind of the last day I will kind of ask you this question for the millionth time. I just want to make sure that you understand your Google Classrooms, your Google Meets, your sign-ins, your forms. I just want to make sure that you understand everything, okay? Because you can't tell me in 2 months, Mr. Olsen, I never knew to fill out that form. Well, at the first 4 days of school, I've given specific instructions on all of that. And every classroom might be different. And I've said that. And you're going to have to adjust, right? Because K through 5, when you were in that K through 5 building, those teachers had a rule and you had one teacher to worry about all day. Well, now some of you have 5, 6, 7 teachers between specials and social studies and science and math and English, and you may have to adapt a little bit and be flexible to those classroom rules. So I just want to make sure that you understand everything in regards to English, the daily attendance form, getting into the Google Meets, and so on and so forth. If you do not, if you're watching this video now or you're watching this video at a later time and you're still having a question about something, please send me an email or ask in the chat or ask any of the other adults that are in our Google Meets, okay? All right, it's okay. It's okay now to have to ask. It really is not okay in 2 months to say, well, I don't understand that, because I'm giving you that opportunity now, okay? People always say there's no such thing as a dumb question. That's 100% true, but you can't 2 months down the road have a question that should have been answered back in September, okay? So I'm just checking in. Do you understand everything? Feel free to write it down in your notebook or write it down on a separate piece of paper if you want to ask me after the video, okay? So this week, of all the things we've talked about in our lessons and in our suggestions and when we're live and when we're watching our lesson, are you putting Mr. Olsen's suggestions into action, right? So when we talk about getting into a routine, when we talk about being organized, when we talk about the importance of sleep, when we talk about the importance of your nutrition, we talk about the importance of being active, right? Thank you for listening. I appreciate your patience and your great respect during class as you listen to my lessons. But if you just listen and keep it there, that's not the best way to approach it. You have to listen, put it there, and then you have to put it into action, okay? And with whatever it is, whether it's getting organized or moving all day or eating right and keeping hydrated and sleeping right, you don't have to fix it all in one night, right? Maybe this week, you know what? I've been getting to bed a little too late. Maybe this week you get to bed 15 minutes earlier. And then the following week, your bedtime next week goes 15 minutes earlier, and then you're getting that full 9 hours, and then you're back to a place where you know you should be sleeping. Okay. Last night, Thursday night, the first NFL game of the year, that football game goes on until midnight. I knew that if I stayed up till midnight to watch that football game, the rest of my week and my weekend is going to be harmed. So I did the right thing, and Mr. Olsen went to bed at halftime. Hey, I missed out on a good game, and you know what? It didn't matter. My well-being and my being plugged in while I'm sleeping. You don't want to walk around all day with a phone on 10%, right? I didn't want my body to be walking around on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 10%. So Mr. Olsen went to bed at halftime. Okay? All right. So again, if you have any questions, please ask in the chat after the video. after our lesson, or send me a separate email and I definitely will respond to you at some point during the day. Okay? And again, are you putting the suggestions that are giving during these lessons into action? All right? Okay. All right. Today is Friday, TGIF, right? Thank goodness it's Friday. Here's what we're going to do for Friday. We already had to fill out a Chromebook evaluation this morning, so that ate up a little bit of our time. Totally okay. Sometimes the district is going to do that, say, hey, we got to find the time to fit this in. No problem. So today we're going to have time. That leaves us to have a little bit more fun. Okay, you got to pretend here with me for a minute. Okay, you got to use your imagination. All right, obviously this isn't real. It is pretend. Okay, all right. I'm going to figuratively pick you up. I'm going to hovercraft you off into the middle of an ocean of your choice. There's 4 oceans, any ocean of your choice. And I am going to place you by yourself on an island. Okay? This island's only, we'll say, probably as big as your backyard or your side yard or your front yard or your living room or whatever. Kind of a small space. It's not a football field. Maybe the size of half a classroom or so on and so forth. Okay? And you are going to be stranded on that island in the middle of your favorite ocean, but for 1 week by yourself. Okay? You're stuck there. Okay? We want you to live. We want you to survive. I will bring the hovercraft back in 1 week. I will pick you up, right? You have sunscreen. You're good. You're not going to burn. You're good. All right? So in 1 week, you have to stay there all by yourself. Okay? What Mr. Olsen is going to let you do is I'm going to let you bring 3 things with you. 3 things with you. That's it. You can bring it with in the hovercraft with you. When I drop you off on the island, there you go. You can have these 3 things. Here are the 3 things that you must have. Okay? You must have 1 item of food, 1 item to drink, and you can have 1 random item of anything you want. Okay? So hear me out. You get 1 food to eat. That's the only food. It'll be a week's worth of supply of that food. So if you choose potato chips, that's all you get to eat. It's an unlimited supply of potato chips for the entire week. Got it? 1 item. Now, what are you going to have to drink all week long for 7 days? 7 days. You get 1 item to drink. Okay? Once you drink 1 can of it, you'll have another can of it and another can of it. It's not going to run out. You will not run out of these 2 items. Okay? You can drink your favorite drink or drink 1 drink for the entire week. Okay? And then lastly, you can bring 1 item, 1 thing that you can put your hands on, 1 item, okay? It's got to be able to fit on a hovercraft, okay? You can't bring a football field. You can't bring a playground, all right? It's got to fit on the hovercraft, all right? Picture a hovercraft the size of a helicopter, all right? What are you going to do of that item and what are you going to bring, okay? Now, after this video, what you are going to do is you are going to either in your notebook for the first or second time, or on a piece of, here's my white paper behind my desk, right? I told you Mr. Olsen was teaching at a desk. You are going to have a white sheet of paper, or a piece of lined paper, it doesn't matter. And you are going to draw a gigantic circle. Perfect circle, huh? I took out some Tupperware from the cupboard and drew a perfect circle, okay? You're going to draw your island. You're going to draw your island. All right, hold on. Mr. Olsen didn't put himself on there. Hold on. We got to draw Mr. Olsen, right? Okay. I got a marker. All right, so we'll put a little smiley face. Gotcha. Give myself my haircut. Okay, all right. So there we go. Sorry, I forgot to put Mr. Olsen on there. Okay, there's Mr. Olsen. All right. Isn't he a handsome fella? A little skinny here. He's got to eat something. All right. So there I am. And what you're going to do is after you draw your island, draw yourself at the end so you don't waste any time, is you are going to, in anywhere, just draw a line, you are going to tell me the 1 thing of unlimited food you would have, the 1 unlimited drink you would have, and the 1 item you would bring, okay? So here is mine. Now, anybody that's known me long enough, you guys have only known me for 4 days. I would love to have an unlimited supply of peanut butter. Peanut butter is my kryptonite. Peanut butter is my most favorite thing on the creation of Earth. But here's the thing. 7 straight days of peanut butter, I don't know how much I would be able to live off of that. Okay, I would probably be sick of peanut butter by day 3. So I wanted something with flavor. I wanted something juicy. I wanted something mouth-watering. So Mr. Olsen chose burgers. I would go for a week straight of burgers. Can't go wrong there, right? Get a little cheese flavor, tomato flavor, onion, peppers, pickles, nice medium rare burger, the grease. Oh, yummy, 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 yummy. That's what Mr. Olsen's gonna go with. A week's supply of burgers on that island. I don't think I could get sick of burgers after a week. What would I go for here, for my drink? My beverage of choice, I'm not a big soda person. I'm not a big juice person. I would want to go with something that was refreshing. I'm sitting on a hot desert island, so I went with ice cold water. That's it. Give me I need to stay hydrated. I want to stay healthy. I want my skin to breathe. I want to be able to sweat and be okay. I'm going to just go with ice cold water. Okay? I didn't go anything with any flavor with it because I thought after a week, I'm going to be a little sick of the flavor. Okay? And then we have to go with an item that you get to bring. Now, no sense bringing your cell phone. It doesn't work. You're in the middle of an island. You're in the middle of the ocean. It's going to die. Can't bring a charger. There's nowhere to plug it in. Got it. Don't bring it. Don't bring your phone. It's going to die after 6 hours. You're going to be stuck there for the rest of the 6.5 days with nothing. So I wouldn't say your phone. Can't bring your Chromebook. There's no internet. There's no Wi-Fi. It's going to die. So you really have to think about this. So I wanted to keep myself sane. I wanted to be able to reflect, and I wanted my brain to work, right? That active body and that active brain that we talked about are connected. Right? An active mind cannot exist without an active body. They're hand in hand. So I'm going to walk around that island and I'm going to do some writing. So I wanted to bring a diary because I wanted my brain to work. I don't want to sit there like a couch potato on an island. I'll go insane. Okay? So I brought a diary. I'm going to write. I'm going to do some writing. Okay? All right. So again, you pick one food that you have a week unlimited supply on for the entire duration of the year. A week. Burgers, juicy, yum. Ice cold water, fresh. Ice cubes, fresh, filtered. Wouldn't get sick of water. I love ice cold water. And I'm gonna bring a diary to keep myself sane and to reflect and to put my thoughts on paper. And it almost would feel like I have somebody listening to me, right? Because you're gonna have no contact with the outside world. It's impossible. No phones. They don't work on an island in the middle of the ocean. Okay? All right, boys and girls. So here's my directions one more time. Okay? I'm gonna pause the video. I will put 10 minutes on the clock. Okay? Grab something to write with, pencil. If you want to use a marker here, you're more than welcome to. I did a marker so it was nice and dark. Okay? One food for the week you're on the island. One drink you're on the week for the island. One item you're on the week for the island for a week. Okay? All right, boys and girls. Happy Friday. TGIF. It is September 11th. We are officially done with the first week of school when this meet is over. Interested to hear what some people have to say in regards to what they're going to bring on their deserted island. Well, they're going to leave you there for a week. All right. Happy Friday. Looking forward to hearing from some of your fun answers. Enjoy. Time for me to stop rambling on, and I'm going to pause the video. Bye, boys and girls. Talk to you in a bit. Bye.